Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, and welcome to the channel. That guy right here with some massive news, because in typical DC fashion, James Gunn has finally, on the very last day of January, as promised, he has finally given us some details about the future of his new extended DC universe that will expand from TV to movies and potentially so much more. I'm very excited about this. It's been a long time coming, and it's been a hard road for a lot of us. You know, finding out about Henry Cavill not being Superman anymore, finding that The Rock wasn't going to be a part of this new line of TV and films, and so much more. It's been a rocky road, I would say, but I think that there's hope. There's hope at the end of the tunnel, and that hope starts today. So we're going to watch this press release that James Gunn did. It's about 6 minutes, and it should give us some very intuitive insight into what we can expect for the future of DC. If you enjoy this content and you like this video, let me know down in the comment section below what your thoughts are on this. Drop a like on the video. It really helps out, and subscribe if you're new here. We'd love to have you. But without further ado, we are not going to waste any time. Let's find out what is the future of DC.
Hey everybody, I'm James Gunn.
I'm so excited.
I'm the co-CEO of DC Studios. So as many of you know, DC has been disconnected in film and television for a long time. And it's one of, our jobs, mine and Peter's, is to come in and make sure the DCU is connected in film, television, gaming, and animation.
Let's go.
That the characters are consistent, played by the same actors, and it works within one story. And if something is outside of that, like Matt Reeves' Batman or Todd Phillips' Joker or Teen Titans Go, that it is clearly labeled as DC Elseworlds, outside of the mainstream DCU continuity.
It's my favorite crossover.
Now, Peter and I have gotten pretty lucky in terms of the 4 projects that are coming out over the next year. First, we have Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Okay. Shazam has always been off kind of in his own part of the DCU, so he connects very well. That moves directly into The Flash, a fantastic movie that I really love, that resets the entire DC universe. And then to move into Blue Beetle, a fantastic film about a kid who's a marvelous part of the DCU, and then into Aquaman 2, which leads directly into our next few projects, which I'm going to tell you about now. So, Peter and I, along with a group of very talented writers, have started to map out an 8 to 10 year plan of what DC Studios will be in film, television, and gaming. This first chapter is called Gods and Monsters. Now, what I'm about to tell you, is a part of the first chapter. It's not the entire first chapter. The first project is Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos is an animated series. I've written all the episodes. Something we're going to do that's a little bit different at DC is we're going to have characters move into animation, out of animation, usually having the same actor play their voice as who plays them in live action.
Yo, that's crazy.
The next project up is Waller. This is a story of Amanda Waller, played by Viola Davis. Viola Davis is going to team up with members of Team Peacemaker, and this is a story that's been created by Crystal Henry, who did Watchmen, and Jeremy Carver, who created the Doom Patrol. It is a fantastic story that's out of this world, and I can't wait for people
Yo,
to
that's going to be wild.
Next up is the big one, the true beginning of the DCU. This is called Superman Legacy. This is being written by me. I'm in the middle of it. I'm having a great time doing it. And Superman will be released into theaters July 11th, 2025.
Oh my God.
The next thing is a big premiere
HBO
television series called Lanterns. This is a story of a couple of Green Lanterns, John Stewart and Hal Jordan, and we have a few other Lanterns peppered in there, but this is really a terrestrial-based TV show, which is almost like True Detective, with a couple of Green Lanterns who are space cops watching over Precinct Earth. In it, they discover a terrifying mystery that ties into our larger story of the DCU. Next is a big movie called The Authority. The Authority is a passion project of mine. It's based on the marvelous Wildstorm characters we are now bringing into the DCU, and will interact with all of our primary DCU characters. The Authority are a group of superheroes who think the world is broken, and they want to fix it by any means necessary. I think it's a very different look at superheroes. We're doing a television series called Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost is the story of Paradise Island, usually known as Themyscira, which is the birthplace of Wonder Woman.
Oh,
it's almost like Game of Thrones with Westeros, but with all the inhabitants of Paradise Island. The introduction of the DCU's Batman is The Brave and the Bold. The Brave and the Bold is the story of Batman and his actual son, Damian Wayne. This is based on Grant Morrison's great comic book run. Damian Wayne is my favorite Robin. He's a little assassin who Batman tries to get in line, and so this is the story of the two of them and the beginning of sort of the Bat family in the DCU. Next up is a TV series called Booster Gold. Booster Gold is one of comics' really popular cult heroes.
Dude, I love Booster Gold.
Guy. He's a loser from the future who uses future technology to come back to present day and become a superhero so that people will love him. It is basically the superhero story of imposter syndrome on an HBO Max series.
HBO,
one of my favorite comic book series from last year was Tom King's run on Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. And so we're going to turn that into a big science fiction epic film. Now, Superman is a guy who was sent to Earth and raised by loving parents. Whereas Supergirl in this story, she is a character who was raised on a chunk of Krypton. She watched everybody around her perish in some terrible way. So she's a much more jaded character. And that brings me to Swamp Thing, the last thing we're going to talk about. A very dark horror story in the origins of the monster who is Swamp Thing.
Y'all, who else knows about Swamp Thing?
It's totally outside of the rest of the DCU, it will still feed into the rest of the stories. Anyway, those are the stories that I can tell you about right now. I've loved the DC characters since I was a child. They're incredibly important to me. I knew that this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do something very different. One of the things that's very important for me in all of these movies and TV series is that the director's vision and the vision of the writers and all of the creators is unique and something special. Storytelling is always king. That's all that matters to us. And I want to be true to those stories. I want to be true to you guys and really give you something different than you've ever seen before. Anyway, thank you, everybody. I appreciate you watching. I hope this was exciting for you because it's really exciting for me. And I can't wait to start to dive into these stories with you guys on this grand adventure. Thank you so much.
James. So there you have it. They waited until January 31st to give us some insight, but it was well worth the wait as we just got a massive amount of information in terms of future DC projects under James Gunn's new DC Studios. And I gotta say, off the jump, there's a couple that I'm really excited about. I think the Supergirl film could be really cool. The Batman film with Batman and Robin kind of origin story that's gonna fit into DC Studios. I think that could be really cool. Him providing more information in terms of like the other films that happen, like, you know, the Joker film and the other Batman film that is happening right now, being a part of like DC Elseworld. So it's like it's a separate universe. It doesn't tie in to what we're doing here, but it still kind of exists. I think that's really cool, creating some clear communication in terms of what their goals are with this interconnected story, so that people can understand that these films, you're going to want to watch these in this order, just like we've done with Marvel in the past. Now, I am so excited about some of the things that they announced: Swamp Thing, Booster Gold, Supergirl, Batman and Robin origin story, and Superman, like a Superman legacy film. And I just think don't even get me started on Green Lantern. That's one that I'm really excited about. It's going to be on, I think that's the one he said was going to be on HBO. And so you can imagine that that's going to be a pretty big project as well. I'm just so excited. I'm excited for the future of DC. I think this is what fans have been waiting for a very long time. Some clear communication, cutthroat, just straight to the point. This is the films that we're working on. It's a part of an interconnected universe, and it's gonna all make sense in time. Now, obviously, it's gonna be a while before we start getting some of these projects, but I think it won't be too long before all of these pieces start to come together and it starts to make sense. Guys, this is absolutely massive news. I'll do a full video talking about each film individually, what information I have on it, and we can kind of create a discussion about that. However, I just wanted to give kind of my first impressions and reaction to this breakdown, trailer, you know, press conference, whatever you want to call it, that James Gunn just delivered about the future of DC. This is something that he was promising back in November, and he delivered. And I think now it's very clear that they're getting to work and they're trying to create something that is true to the fans, true to the characters and the material, the source material, as well as just true to creating an interconnected universe that we can look back on and be like, man, look at these characters. They've come so far. It's a very exciting time, and I can't wait to talk more with you guys about it. Let me know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on this? Is there a project that was mentioned by James Gunn that you're excited about? One that you're just like, yes, finally. Are you looking forward to this interconnected universe, this kind of phase 1 of new DC studios? Let me know in the comment section below. Drop a like on this video if you do enjoy, as it really helps support the channel and lets me know that I should continue doing more videos like this in the future. And subscribe if you're new here. We'd love to have you. As for now, that's all for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go geek out and watch this about 2 more times, and I will see you in the next video.